There's something going on here in tech with the experience ecosystem, it seems to me. You've got usability that lets customers see what the experience is for people who are using their apps and services. PagerDuty is alerting the right people when something goes wrong with a site. Dynatrace just had an IPO here yesterday, is monitoring the performance of apps. How is this changing the way tech works and adapts when things go wrong?
Hey, John, thanks for the question. You're right. The category for experience management is massive, and companies today are differentiating their products and services by their ability to be customer-centric. So everybody has access to off-the-shelf software, and you can buy keywords on Google, and you can target folks on Facebook, but the ability to really be sensitive to what your customers care about and want is critical. So usability, you mentioned, is a solution that we acquired earlier this year. You know, they have a customer in KLM, Dutch Airlines, who was able to improve their app experience by a 2.8 to a 4.2 rating using our product. And it really is about, can your managers, can your marketers listen to that feedback, understand the bugs, and then deliver and take action. And that's what survey software can do.
So we know all about co-opetition, but to what extent are you going head-to-head with the likes of Adobe and Salesforce, even as you seek to sort of coexist and thrive on their platforms?
So we don't compete with Adobe and Salesforce at all. Frankly, there are hundreds of thousands of Salesforce customers who need to be buying enterprise survey software. So we exist in the Salesforce ecosystem and really try and help Salesforce customers get better data, get sentiment data from what their customers really care about. Salesforce, Microsoft, Adobe, those are big systems of record. They provide you a lot of operational data. Where SurveyMonkey competes and thrives is delivering for customers that sentiment data. How am I really doing? What can we improve upon? And that's where we're selling a solution into the Salesforce ecosystem, and we partner with Salesforce in a really productive way. It's part of the reason they bought into our IPO last year.
Zander, crazy question here. I know you're very focused on enterprise and businesses. Would you ever get into something like, for example, gathering data and surveys for politics?
Hey, you know, Morgan, it's a good question. We really took a strategic imperative about 2.5, 3 years ago to step up our enterprise game. You know, this has been a company that has thrived on going direct to end users, and we've built up a user base, paid customer base today of almost 700,000 people. But over the last 3 years, we've elevated our game. So today, enterprise represents 20% of our business. It helped us deliver our best quarter in history. We're now growing 20% year over year. We use politics in a fun way to help get a beat on what's going on out in the world. Just like we ask questions about, are you potentially interested in buying an electric car? What do you think of Impossible Burger or Beyond Meat? We also ask questions of the 2.5 to 3 million people on our platform every day. Who might you vote for? What issues are important to you? And that really does give us a particular read on where American consumers are thinking.
And I know that at NBC News, we certainly appreciate your technology participation in that. Zander, the Teams product and enterprise right now, a particular area of growth, how much are you going to have to spend on continuing to ramp up that group in order to support Teams? There's some concerns just about cash flow and how much that investment is going to be. Can you lay out the plan for that?
Yeah, so we set about on our IPO last year and told investors our plan to make this business a lot more valuable. And the two key driving factors, first is to elevate our sales motion to sell directly to the enterprise. And that has been wildly successful. We doubled year over year, 100% growth in revenue in the sales channel. We now have almost 5,000 customers, up 60% year over year. So, you know, we now compete in that ecosystem. We have a really disruptive product. Consumers love our product, and we're now selling into the organization with a really talented sales team. Our Teams product is the collaborative self-serve product. And, you know, we have a unique opportunity. There's been so much account sharing on SurveyMonkey over the years. And in the current security environment, we're asking people to pay for their own seat. And that stimulus has driven a really healthy paid user growth. So we see continued growth in those two areas. But as I said, you know, growth for us, we've accelerated growth now 20% year over year. But we do it in a disciplined way. So we were still able to deliver over $13 million of unlevered free cash flow in the quarter. And we're just not a company that's going to grow at all costs. We want to have both healthy growth and disciplined cash flow.